What's up, YouTube? Chill World here. We're here with our first live episode of Chill Talk. You get to see me for face-to-face first time. So today, for this episode, our very first episode, we're really just doing this. We'll be talking about voting. You know, the election is coming up in the next 2 days, Tuesday, November 3rd, and a lot of people still haven't voted. And just want to talk about a few issues or a few things that we may want to discuss amongst each other about voting in particular. First thing is, should you vote? And that right there is a personal question. Should you vote? Is it something that you want to do? Is it something that you desire to do? Is it something that you're being forced to do? I believe that voting is like anything else. It should be something that you want to go out and do. If you don't want to vote, then I don't see a real good reason in you going out to vote, because you won't be voting for any purpose. You'll just be voting because people told you to vote. And you'll be voting the way people told you to vote. And that's really not helping the cause for anybody, because you don't care either way it goes. So I feel like at first you should have a desire to vote. It's got to be there. Now, second thing, why should you vote? Is it important to you? Does the president of this country affect you in any type of way, affects your day-to-day being? Like, I was watching some commercials about Joe Biden, and the commercial said Joe Biden would always be your friend. I'm like, well, Joe Biden isn't my friend. I don't even know him. I just see him on TV, see him on commercials. It's not like he's ever come to me personally shaking my hand. I don't know him like that. So how can he always be my friend, a person who I don't know? But you got some people who swear up and down. It's crazy, the videos that you see on the internet right now about how people feel so strongly about President Trump and so strongly about Joe Biden. And people actually fighting each other over these people that they have never even met. And that's like almost laughable to me, completely hilarious. Like, why are you going to such lengths over somebody that you will probably never even meet a day in your life? Just because of who you are, whether you be Democrat or Republican. And like who should you vote for? That's a big question. That's a big topic. You know, you have the taboo question when you go and ask people, well, who are you voting for? And people look at you like, why would you ask me who I'm voting for? It's personal. But you sit up here and talk about anything else at work and all that type of stuff. And I can understand why, because politics is a very hot topic. But I feel like if people would put their feelings to the side for once and just have a decent man-to-man, woman-to-woman conversation, discussion, person to person, American to American, that's what we all supposed to be. If we just put our differences to the side and just have a discussion about why we want who we want to run this country, I believe we could come to terms with who we want to vote for, instead of people just hiding that decision. And you got some people who got signs out in their yard talking about their vote for Trump, and you can ask them why you vote for Trump. And the first thing, most of the time, almost everybody that I have asked, spoken to, even the commercials on TV, when you think about it, they always say something about Trump's opposition, never about what Trump is going to do for the American people. And 9 times out of 10, when you look at a commercial for Joe Biden, it says something about Trump and not something that Joe Biden would do for the American people. And I don't want to vote for somebody just because they talk more trash about their opponent and less about what they're going to do for me as a citizen of the United States. That doesn't make me feel good to vote for somebody because they dished out more trash on their opponent than their opponent could dish out on them. Why would I vote for you? That just means you're better trash talker. That doesn't mean that makes you a better president than the other person would be. I just find it quite interesting that most people who are voting for these people, that's all that they can say. Well, President Trump would do this and he would do this and he's done this as president. Okay. Name one perfect president that did everything that they were supposed to do. You can't name one. I'm sure he's made his mistakes, and I'm not saying that I'm for Trump or against Trump. I'm just saying he's a man just like anybody else, and men are capable of making mistakes. Should he have another chance in the White House? It's not up to me. It's up to you, the people who are voting. Should Joe Biden have a chance in the White House? Well, Joe Biden already been in the White House. He had his chance with Obama. Should he go back? still not up to me. It's up to you, the people who are voting. The people who are still undecided on who to vote for. The people who let the people they hang around dictate who they're going to vote for. Don't let somebody else dictate just because you're friends with someone who is voting for this person and you want to fit into this circle, but you don't exactly agree with this person's politics. Don't let that pressure you into voting for someone you don't exactly feel comfortable voting for. That's not fair to you as a person. It's putting you in a place, in a spot where you don't want to be in, where this person, I don't want to vote for this person because of their politics or because of the things that they believe in, because of what they think and what's going on with them. But I'm just voting for this person because I want to fit in with this crowd. I'm just voting for this person because my family has always voted Republican and my family has always voted Democrat. Well, I'm voting for this person because I'm black. And black people are always vote for these type of people. No. I believe you should take a good look at the person and their politics, what they're talking about, what you think that they can do, who speaks more to you about what they plan on doing in office. And you should vote for that person. Not just because you align yourself with a specific political party, but because you believe in the person that you're voting for. Not because the person, the opposition is, you found out more dirt on the opposition than the other person could find out on them. Vote for who you want to vote for. And it's so funny because, people always try to hide who they voting for. They don't want anybody to know, and I don't understand why. It's so funny to me how people try to hide who they voting for. When I went to the polls, me and my wife went to vote. It was quite interesting. When I looked at the ballot and I looked at all the people who were running for president. Some of them I had never even heard of. They were running for president. I admit I should have did more research before I went in to vote. But the person that I seen that intrigued me the most was Kanye West. I could not believe Kanye was still on the ballot for president. I was like, what? I thought they took him off a long time ago, but I guess he's right in here in Tennessee, which was very funny to me. I was like, man, that's crazy. Maybe I should vote for Kanye. But regardless, I didn't vote for Kanye, just so you know. Probably should have. I wonder how he would have been as president. It would have been very interesting to find out, but either way it goes, it's still up to you, the American people, to decide who you want to vote for. And you got one day left, one day to do it. I suggest you do your research. You get off of Facebook, you get off of TikTok. Don't listen to your mom, don't listen to your dad, don't listen to your friends. Get on the internet, do your own research and look up this person and their politics and what you think and what you feel about them, not as a political party, but as a person, because it's the person, not the party, that's going to be leading the country. They're the ones making all these decisions. And you want to make sure that you put somebody in their position that you put your trust in. I hate the fact that people say, well, you want to vote for the lesser of two evils. That's like playing Would You Rather with a full country. Well, would you rather your leg be mauled off by a bear, or would you rather your leg be mauled off by 1,000 piranhas? Well, I'd rather keep my leg. Honestly, I would rather not be mauled off at all by anything. But when you're sitting up here voting for president, it's just about like what it is. People say, well, just vote for the lesser of the two evils. And I feel like this person is the lesser of two evils. Why can't we get a candidate that is a good person, decent, and we don't have to think about which one is the lesser of two evils? Why can't we just have that? I guess because the wrong people keep running for president. Baby, that's why we got to keep voting the way we vote. It's not exactly funny, but it's interesting the way things are right now in this country. We playing Would You Rather. Would you rather do this or would you rather do that? Would you rather this person run the country, or would it be less evil for this person to run the country, or would it be less evil for this person to run the country? Hey, what can I say? It's up to you to decide who you're going to vote for. But I feel like we should be able to, as an American people, get together and talk about that type of thing without any hatred being spewed. I know how things are in the world right now, but if we can just put all our differences aside and just look at a person as this person is somebody that I share this country with, and their vote matters, and I want to know why they're voting for the person that they're voting for, because it may influence my decision on the person that I'm going to vote for. It may help me determine. I may not be determined on who I'm voting for. I may not know. But talking to you may help me figure things out of who I want or who best fits my situation for who I want to lead the country. I feel like we ought to be able to do that as American people. It doesn't make any sense to get so hung up on who you should vote for, and so many people angry. Why are you so mad about, you need to vote for Trump or you need to vote for Biden? They just people, just like the rest of us. Anybody can run for president if you have a certain age and a certain background. You can be starting right now to work on your platform as president. One of you people watching this video, I may be voting for you 4 years from now. All you have to do is make up in your mind, make that decision up in your head that you want to be president and that you are going to be the change that you want to see in America. It's starting with you. And it all starts with voting. So that's been my rant for right now. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike. Feel free to subscribe and all that type of stuff right there. But I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all for a second about voting. And I feel like if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have any problems with anything I said, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. And I promise we can talk about it as American people, man to man, woman to man, whatever your preference, sexual preference is, whatever you are. We can talk about it. And I promise I won't get mad. I won't show any aggression, anything like that. It'll just be me and you having a conversation. Y'all have a good Sunday, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.